long division with remainders using number chips. And this is a digital lesson. This is our winter version. So it starts with some definitions of dividend, divisor, and quotient, and then shows where these fall in the division problem. So 58 divided by 9, that first number or the dividend goes in the box. And so it just starts with a really easy beginning here, showing students where to place the numbers in their division problem. So it's really important that they know where the numbers go. So they've got every number they need on every slide, and they're going to just place them correctly to show the division. So they just click and hold on the edge of a number, and then they move it to place it in the division problem. This is important, and it's just a repetition that helps students solidify where these numbers go in their division so they don't get mixed up. And then it gives them an acronym to remember the steps, dad, mom, sister, brother for divide, then multiply, then subtract, and then bring down. So the next step is the divisions, which is our first step. So here we have 43 divided by 5. Now there's only 3 choices here, so that helps the students a little bit figure out what number goes in the circle here. 5 goes into 43, not evenly, but it'll go in 8 times with some left over. 8 goes into 34 4 times with a little bit left over. 3 goes into 6 2 times. Okay, then we move on to the next step. So here we're going to be dividing and multiplying. So 45 divided by 7. They already know where the numbers go because they've practiced that. 45 divided by 7. They've also done the division. So 7 goes into 45. Well, they have only 3 choices here. 6 times with a little bit left over. And then the second step, which is multiply. So we're going to multiply these numbers outside the box, and we're going to get 42. Those are just the first 2 steps in long division. The next slide has the same problem. So again, they know where the numbers go, but it's just adding another step. So 45 divided by 7. We know that 7 goes into 45 6 times. And 6 times 7 is 42. So just a repetition of these steps. And then they're going to use the next step, which is subtract. They get 3. And now they're finished with the problem. So the answer is 6. And that's our quotient, remainder 3. And the fact that they have every number they need on every slide really helps the students. So when these problems get more difficult and they get toward the end, the numbers aren't working, they know they've made an error somewhere and they need to go back and check again. So in that way, it's self-checking. So the next slide has another problem. Again, they're going to use the steps all the way through subtraction. A little bit more practice. And then they're going to use the final step in this problem. So they're going to place the numbers. They're going to divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down to get their answer. So quite a bit of practice for the students. When we get done, they get to a slide that tells them they did an excellent job. So a lot of fun for the students. I also have slides for the teacher to check, and long division, the winter version with number chips.